Hey guys, thanks for tuning on into today's video and my overall hits and misses series out of my collection. If you're interested to see which concealers I love using and concealers that didn't work, then stick around. Alright you guys, first off, if you're new, hi, I'm Ansley. If you're not new, hey, what's up? What's good? Thanks for coming on back. You guys know I appreciate the support. I thought it would be fun this week to do a series of small videos without showing you guys my entire collection, just highlighting different products that I enjoy from a wide variety of categories. So it's pretty much a hit and miss type of video. I might do one at the end of the year too. If that's something that you guys like this video, then I'll just probably show you for the whole year things that I liked and didn't like. So for concealers, I have favorites that I like across categories for different reasons and different price points. So I'm just going to loop them all in. These are not in order of, most favorite and least favorite. Just these things, they just work. I reach for them all the time, or I found that they are tried and true. So I'm just going to start. This first one's not really a concealer, but it's kind of in this family. This is the YSL Touche Eclat. I love this. I have it in the shade 5.5 Luminous Praline. I like to put it, seriously, this is $40–50 maybe. 50 might be a little high, but I only put it like right here, and I love it. Like, I love putting it and calling out attention just to where like the light is extra hitting my face. So it's not a concealer. I would not recommend drawing the triangles under your eyes, but if you really just want to brighten certain parts of your face, this is great. I'm also probably going to do a dupe video and show how you can just use like a lighter concealer to do the same thing. But in any case, I like it. I recommend it if you got some money to blow. Blends out beautifully. This is a good one. I've been using this nonstop since I got it. This is a Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer in the shade Dark. I have not put this down since I got it. I don't think I've ever used any complexion products from Too Faced, but I was in the mall. I was in Sephora and I needed a concealer, and we swatched this on me and I fell in love. This is definitely not as expensive as this, but it's a little bit more expensive than my next pick. This is the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum. Yeah, Gel Serum Concealer. So I don't reach for this as much, but when I got it, I was using it for like months on end. So it's definitely one that sits closer to the front of the like little drawer where I have all of my concealers. But since I'm still using this nonstop, like this is starting to get empty. So it's definitely a good one. I would highly recommend it if you are looking for a concealer. They have a ton of shades. They're releasing more, so you could probably do it if you wanted to. You could probably do a full face with just the range of shades that they have. So I love this one a lot. I've got two more for you guys. One is like a cult favorite. So I have a few other colors for the LA Girl Pro Concealer. So I've got shades to contour with, shades to conceal with, shades to color correct with, all of that good stuff. These are incredibly inexpensive. So if you're new to the world of concealers and you feel comfortable either looking for your shades online or getting to a like beauty supply store or a store that sells these, you really can't go wrong with these. These are great. They're a cult, favorite for a reason. Okay, so those are my favorites. These are some little mamas that did not work out as well, but oh, I also forgot I have one more. So this is more than 5, but whatever. So this is a NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Like everyone else, it's good. So I haven't tried the pop one yet, but I might. So just gonna put that out there. I also like this one a lot too. Sorry, I just felt obligated to put that in there. I had it out on the table, but I had it lumped in with the not good ones, the bad ones. So these are all the good ones. These are good. So, all right, let's jump into ones that are not so good. Ones that did not work for me. So, caveat to this, you guys, like I'm going through my collection with my skin and my experience and the things I like and I dislike. So what works for me might not work for you. What doesn't work for you could work for me. Whatever the vice versa of those statements are. Like, take everything with a grain of salt. I just own a lot of concealers. I've tried a lot of different ones. So I wanted to summarize all of my opinions and serve them up to you guys just in case you're looking for a concealer. Okay, so let's start with this one. And these are in no order of least disliked to most disliked. The first one is the NYX Sculpt and Highlight Face Duo in this shade Espresso / Honey. So it's one of their darker ones. It's not so much that I dislike this, it's that it's really rich. The colors are really rich. So this is a very warm warm, like under the eye concealer shade. It's honestly too rich for my skin tone, so I'm not necessarily knocking the formula, but this is the one that out of all the shades they have, that I could use out of the line, and that shade just did not work for me. This is also very, very dark, so for my skin tone, it's just very, very rich. So something to think about. Contours usually aren't that rich. I don't know, I feel like they're more neutral. Same thing with concealer, like you want it to brighten it, but you don't want it to be so warm under your eye. Like you still need a little bit of neutrality, and this just kind of misses the mark on that. So this is my first one. The next one is this is Covergirl True Blend Fix stick. This just made my pores look big as shit. Like, it's just really bad. It did not work for me. It didn't do anything for my skin. This could work a little bit better with a beauty sponge, but it just, in the world of concealers, there's so much to offer. I don't think you need this. This is in the shade Deep. Got two more. Literally just did a video on these, so I'll link that either here or here, however this video turns out. I'll link that right there. These are the Colourpop No Filter concealers. This one is in the shade 75 Rich, but I also have shade 5 Fair and the shade 60 in Golden Deep. So I have a few of them to test out. I have very detailed thoughts in that video, but they just enlarge my pores. You have to work with them kind of quickly. They look best when you use a sponge. I'm not the biggest fan of sponges, but you really do need to use a wet sponge with them. And then they just kind of make my skin look dry and papery, so I am happy that the darkest shade is a shade I can use for contour. So, you know, this definitely, if this is the darkest shade, it's not suitable for a wide range of skin tones, but it's more than I was expecting. So they do have an extensive line. I don't recommend just picking this up if you're not getting anything else from the website, or if you're not a huge fan of Colourpop already. I also have a review on their brush bundle. Check that out as well. I'm not the biggest fan of Colourpop. I probably won't be purchasing from them in the future unless it's like to try out some pressed shadows, because I'm not a huge fan of the Super Shock shadows. So I don't recommend this. I'm sure someone out there loves it, but it's not for me. So next up, oh, this one. This is the e.l.f. concealer in the shade Honey. This is really thick. Not only is the shade range not good for me, and this is kind of old too, so it's possible that they've updated the formula, they've updated the colors. I'm not aware of it. I didn't look before I made this video. It just didn't work for me. It was just really thick. Color didn't match me. It's just like a no, girl. Like, it's a pass. It's a really hard pass on these. So these are the concealers that I did not like. They did not work for me. Again, that's just me. Comment down below if you love any of these, or if you have tips and tricks for concealers in general. I'm sure we could all benefit from hearing them. But that's it, you guys. That is the point of this video. Just a real quick and dirty snapshot of my collection. I have a whole drawer full of concealers that's sitting right here that I can't necessarily show you guys. It's kind of locked in there pretty tight. Can I rip it out? Oh, I can. Here. Nah, I'll leave it in. So I have a whole drawer full of concealers sitting right here. So I just picked a few out of my collection that I wanted to share with you guys. Hopefully you found this enjoyable. Please comment down below concealers that you love or concealers that didn't work. I would love to know what you guys like and dislike. I'm always asking for your thoughts, your feedback, your opinions, and all that here on my channel. So take care, you guys. Check out the rest of the series if you like these type of videos. Always happy to answer questions in the comments below, and I will see you guys later. Bye.